Hello, welcome to Tae Kwon Do training. I'll be your instructor for today's show, Bob Lemire. Actually, I'll be your host for today's show. These two fine gentlemen are going to be your instructors. I like to call them the pride of Dracut High School lacrosse, and that's year 2022.
Yep.
Now they're out in Western
New England University.
Western New England University. Josh Gagnon, welcome to the show, Josh.
Thank you.
Okay. Kai McDonald.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show, Kai. What we're going to do on today's show is, again, I like to show the similarities of all sports with martial arts or with each other on stances, body movement, and as I was just talking with these guys, just trying to get those goals, all right, which you just call it a stick, right? It's just a stick.
Yeah.
There's no other name for it?
Right.
As you can see, I know hardly anything about lacrosse. Been watching a couple of these games, especially on DATV. But boy, is it getting popular over the last 10, 15 years. It's popping up everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So now they're playing in Weston. That's out in Springfield.
Correct.
Before we start, Josh, just a little history about your lacrosse there.
So I started lacrosse when I was about 4 or 5 years old is when I first picked up my first stick. My older brother got me into it. And ever since then, I fell in love with the sport. And all through high school, I played 4 years besides COVID year, sophomore year. Didn't get to play that year. And yeah, college, just beginning college now. Hopefully I have the same good 4 years as I did in high school.
And you got a nephew, which is my grandson.
Yep.
5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And he's starting up the lacrosse.
Oh, yeah.
Another Gagnon down the road. Here we go. Okay, Kai, tell us just a little about yourself.
Pretty similar story to Josh. I started around when I was young, 4 or 5 years old. Just Dad introduced it to me, something new to do in the spring. Back and forth with lacrosse and baseball. Grew up in Dracut playing, and I started high school at Central Catholic, and I played there, and we didn't have a season sophomore year, and after that I transferred to Dracut and finished my last 2 years here.
Wow. And you two are playing ever since.
Oh, yeah.
I've been playing. Wow, that's just cool. And now you're both playing at Weston.
Yep.
So at Roomies too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I can see the trouble right now. And I thought the season started in the fall, but Josh just told me no, it's starting in February.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
end of February.
Yep.
Boy, so you're all set.
Oh, yeah.
So you practice every day.
Correct.
Every day together.
Yep.
In your room, just back and forth.
It gets hectic in there.
You don't want to break anything.
No, you won't break anything. That's why Kai's stick, and again, I know hardly anything about lacrosse. And you're going to notice Josh's stick is smaller. Kai's got the longer stick. We're going to talk about that as we go along. But what we're going to do is going to show you, and especially for your future lacrosse players out there, these two are top of the line, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
There were records broken or no? Or pretty close?
Pretty
or?
close.
That team,
yeah.
the most goals ever scored by a Dracut lacrosse team.
Last year.
You two on that team.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
how many goals?
What was it like? It was like it was a couple hundred.
Hundreds,
That's wow. That's wild.
Yep.
So you guys had it together.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So when you're gonna before I start that, what's the difference between the both sticks, Kyle? I'll let you answer one of these questions
So
here.
my stick is mainly for defenders. So anyone close down near the goalie or specific middies that hold this stick, our main goal is to try and get the ball out of his stick.
Yep.
All right, and by being longer, so that's the whole. Now you can still go down and go on offense,
Right.
score goals or
Yep.
whatever, but you're helping the goalie out, and you're back there like
Oh, yeah.
hockey or even basketball. What position do they call that?
So there's defense and LSM, which stands for long stick midi.
And who gets the long sticks? Just two guys or three guys?
So there are 3 poles down low, 3 close defenders, and then 1 midi with a long stick.
And you're the only one with the long stick?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got to pop you a lot, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So what does he do? Then
So-
you got to reach out, right?
Yeah, so honestly, when you're in the game, it hurts, but you don't really feel it because the adrenaline's
Right,
rushing.
yeah. And
Right?
you got some pads.
Yeah, you'll have your elbow pads and then your shoulder pads and then your gloves, but there's separation between
Oh yeah,
those equipment.
and the legs.
So
Oh, we can't hit the legs.
yeah, you can't hit the
Yeah,
legs.
but you do.
We don't
With
try
that
to.
stick, you do.
We don't try to.
Anything you
It
want.
happens. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay.
So the difference between I'm trying to go down and score a goal on his goalie, right? And he's trying to beat the living crap out of me.
He's
every
snapping
single
at you,
time.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right. And but there's a certain extent where he can hit me. So let's say he hits me a little too high or a little too low. That's called slash.
And what happens? Penalty?
Penalty.
Out?
Right.
Yeah, you
So
go
like
in
hockey.
in
It's
the
more,
box, yeah.
It's hockey.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Boy, that's pretty good, though. So you can really watch it. And you're the only one
Right.
with that stick. So you can't be in the box every 5 minutes, right?
Right.
And then it's how many on the field at once?
10.
On
Nine.
each
Well, so 10, but counting the goalie is 11.
on each
No,
team.
9, and then counting the goal is 10.
Counting the goalie, yeah. I'm sorry.
So on each team.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So well, that's a lot of sticks flying around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's. So what kind of stance would you be in? Say, and I know you're running.
Yeah.
All right. So say you're running with the sticks, and would you be in a different style? I mean, you're playing a whole different style.
Right, so he's more running forward, and I'm more in a back pedal, like running
Look at
backwards.
the stance
kinda.
there. See, I'm
So,
going
like,
to stop you every once in a while to show
Yep.
you the stances, because if you're not and you're straight, you're
He's
going to
gonna
go
run-
over. He's
he's
going to
gonna
run you
run right
over.
past me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's a stance, nice and loose.
Nice and low.
Nice and loose. And your sticks out like that.
Yep.
Like samurai.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna walk into that.
Yeah.
Although you're running with them with the ball and stick.
Right.
So he's gonna watch it because you're completely out of your mind. All right, I got it.
Exactly.
I got it. All right. So you're standing there like that. You're coming at him.
Right.
All right.
So-
Watch out behind you with that helmet.
So
You're-
there's a certain amount of distance you want to make a move so you don't get hit by the stick and lose the ball. So let's say a couple yards away, that's when you want to make your initial move. And this hand right here, so let's say, so I'm a righty, so I'm going to go right, and I'm going like this. You want to kind of guard your stick with this hand.
You're
So
blocking.
right.
You're blocking.
We're
Without
blocking.
pushing it away.
Right.
So
You
you
can't
can only
push
kind
it?
of hold
That
it.
would be a penalty.
He can only hold his arm right there.
Right.
He can't push away.
Wow.
So
A
if
lot
I
of
were to go
moves.
like this, that's the flag. It's not a flag, but the ref would stop the game and
The other
turn over
team
the
would
ball.
get the ball.
It's a
Even if you
turnover.
go like that.
Yep,
So
that's a
all
rule.
right. All right. So wow, I would have think you just
I know.
you
right?
blocked that. So you're gonna keep your hand like this.
Right.
Keep running.
Yep.
All right.
And so then once you make your initial move, and once I know that I feel like he's beat, that's when I put my bottom hand on the bottom of my stick, and I turn back, and then I release for the shot.
And you're going around his head.
Right. Wow. Yeah. It's.
All right, so I'll start with you.
Yep.
Because the way he would shoot the ball and the way you shoot the ball must be completely different because of the size of the sticks.
It's more similar than you think.
Is
So
it? Or the
there are
way you
two
have to hold it,
ways,
because
right?
he's holding it without any choke.
Right.
Are you choking up at all?
So mostly, like when I have the ball and I'm running upfield, I choke
You're
up.
choking up, so you're like that.
But when I shoot, I pull it back.
Oh, you
so
come
I
back.
Can, oh
You-
yeah.
And you're gonna get more velocity on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually a lot more leverage.
And you can go right over even higher.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And it's harder for the goalie to read the shot. Like the higher
Yeah,
it is,
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
coming down. They don't know if it's the ball's going
Exactly.
bouncing. Like
It's pretty
I don't-
easy with this one though.
I don't know how the whole goalie can see anything. That's got to be
know.
the. I was at a game. What game was that I went to? It was a playoff game, right?
Yeah. Final four.
Final
game.
four. Yeah.
Final four.
Medfield.
And you guys were actually winning.
Yeah.
Everything was great. The goalie was phenomenal. I go, look at this goalie, and everything was good. Then all of a sudden, someone took the shot, hit your goalie in the head, and dented. Show him the. Show him your helmet. Now these helmets, I think a train could hit these.
Yeah. They're pretty. It's a metal face mask.
Right.
And everything else, it's a hard plastic.
Right.
So, the most protected part is to protect your front of your
Right.
face.
But he got hit here, right?
Right. He got hit here, and this whole thing caved in.
He
So this
caved
whole
it
thing
right in
bent.
with the ball.
Right.
And the ball. Do you have the ball with you?
Yes, I do. It's right there.
Yeah. Does it?
Oh, that
Whoa.
yeah.
I'm glad I didn't take my fit. So yeah, this coming in.
Boom.
And I can only imagine the speed that thing's
Oh yeah,
traveling.
because honestly, this ball, if you put this in the stick, you feel a little weight difference,
But
but
you-
that just.
Oh yeah, it gives you that whiplash.
Exactly.
And so your goalie got hit in the head, went down, took him right out of the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was it. All of a sudden, you guys,
Yeah.
whoever your other goalie was, I feel bad.
Yeah.
But it was bad luck, and the other team must have been all excited, and that was a tough game.
Freak accident.
Freak
and
accident.
Backup
Now-
goalie wasn't ready for it.
He didn't get a concussion or anything, did he? Or-
He came right back in the game.
Yeah, he got,
they patched him up and he came right back in.
Oh, I thought he was out of the game.
No.
But all banged up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised the concussion protocol or whatever, you know what I'm saying.
I know.
All right, so let's go with the helmet right there. So you're coming, and I want to show, like I say, samurai swords. You guys,
Yeah.
I can give you a samurai sword and just be the same thing. What? So you're coming down, he's a defender.
Yep.
All right, now he's stepping in the stance here, waiting for you to come down. You're running.
Right.
you're not stopping, or maybe you do.
Nope. And if
No.
this is how I dodge. So if I'm usually, if you look at a football field, you have the 50-yard line.
Right, yeah.
You want to start your dodge at the 35 or 40-yard line, so you get that momentum.
He
going
can move forward, though.
Correct.
Right.
He can move forward, but he doesn't want to move too much forward, or
Sure.
he's out of position.
Right.
Oh,
So-
okay.
How I dodge is if I can't get around you, I'm going to try to go through you. So either
With that
way,
stick hanging out there.
exactly.
And
That's
how
the
I-
dangerous part, though. So if I were to try to go through him, he can sneak his stick in here and pop out, which is gonna.
So he knows all the little tricks trying to
Exactly.
get that. Okay, and you know all the tricks so they can.
I try my best.
So as you're running in, can't you just take the stick and just hold it like that?
You could.
Yeah.
All right,
You could.
okay,
You could
yeah,
go
yeah.
like this, but you got to be careful though, because if you're too close to another defender,
They're coming
double
at you.
team.
Yeah.
And they pop it right out and steal it.
Oh yeah. And they'll go hit you as hard as they want.
Right, right. Now, there's no checking. You can't get blindsided checking.
Not blindside.
Not blindside, but I mean, the heat of the moment, you try to if like there's a ground ball, I'm gonna put my shoulder.
You can,
in.
yeah,
Right.
you can drop your shoulder right into
But I
it.
seen you running, and then a guy was coming at you
Yep.
on one of the films.
Oh, yeah,
And
and
you
I-
flattened him.
Yeah.
That was all legal.
Yep. You just got. You can't go too. It's like football. If you put your head too much down, it's
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're gonna call it.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah.
But how I did it, I mean, I did put my head down. I just put my shoulder down first, both hands on my stick,
Right
so
over.
they can't call me for a ward,
yeah.
and I just boom.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
I said, look, well, you started all the way down to the end of the
Yeah,
field.
it was a big loop-de-loop.
All right, so you're coming down now.
Yep.
All right, show me how, he's going to try to get away from you.
Right.
Show me how you would, one move.
All right.
There's
So
a
how I
million
play
moves.
Josh is, I know Josh is right-handed.
Right.
So I'm gonna play to his right side and make him go left.
Oh, okay, so you're
So I'm kind of
squeaking-
here, shading his side, waiting for him to dodge.
Right.
Okay, yeah, all right.
So
And
if I were to go right, he's gonna bully me out. So
But you can spin around. and go-
exactly.
yeah,
I
all
can
right.
try my best. But if I were to go left, which I'm not that strong, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to force me to not
Yeah,
my
your
strong hand
strong
to get the
side,
ball
right,
out.
right.
So then I'm just guarding here, and if I were to beat him, he's passing me off to another defender.
Okay,
And
so
it's like a whole
you know
defensive
he's a
scheme.
righty.
Right.
And that's just same as the martial arts, same as a boxer.
Yeah.
When I'm sparring with a martial artist, and
Yep.
I know I'm sparring, and I know he's a righty. Now that leg and that hand, those are your knockouts. So when you spar, you're coming around to the left. The same thing.
Right.
See, all martial arts and even you would say hockey and basketball, you know his strong side.
Right.
Ambidextrous people kill you. People with
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can-
There you
but
go.
you can shoot with both.
I could, yeah, but it's the only difference is my right hand shot is like
Yeah.
95 plus
Right.
miles per hour.
All
My
power.
left hand shot
Yeah.
is like
Eh,
40.
Yeah.
50.
Well, and I know you practice it.
Yep.
But you throw if you're not ambidextrous and you throw a baseball, then you throw a baseball with your left,
Yeah.
you look like you never throw it in your life.
Exactly.
So it's the same thing.
Right.
But but you got to practice both sides
Exactly.
just in case.
Yep.
In case of an injury.
Exactly.
A lot of times
Yeah.
you've got to play injured and say your right's hurting, you got to
You got to go to the left.
Got to go with the left.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So say, and I want to see because the stick difference is unbelievable. Show me the size difference. Look at this. Wow. So you're
This
talking.
is 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is like 3, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Pretty
That's
much.
wow. And so say. At one point, you're going to go down the field. What would be the reason you're going down the field?
So
Just as a charge?
So say when they turn the ball over, right? The defense has 30 seconds to get it out of our end. So we have to get it over the 50 in 30
Oh, so
seconds.
you can't delay,
Right.
especially if you're winning. That's stalling the game. Okay, all right, I get that.
So
yeah.
you got to get it over and get it to your offense.
All right.
Right. So what I would do is I'd have the ball, I'd get it over, and I'd find one of our attackers down
Right.
low, and I'd pass them the ball, and I'd get back on defense.
And you get back. So it's hard to score many goals as a defense.
Right.
There is times when you can score a
Oh,
goal.
yeah.
Is that from far back into the field, or
Oh,
you,
no,
you
can-
can go anywhere you want?
Yep.
So that means there's 8 or 9 of you roaming around, buzzing around the. And do you stay like in the center? You'll stay more in the center,
Right.
or
But so how it works is, so there's 3 people with the stick down low near the goalie.
Right.
Right. They stay down there. They can't cross the 50.
right?
There's 3 offense down on the other
All
near
right.
the other team's goalie. They can't go past the 50. and then there's 3 middies. That can go either way.
See, there's the rules. I thought anyone just go anywhere you want.
Oh, no.
At any point.
That would be chaos.
That would be chaos.
That would be insane.
When I'm in the stands, it's chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have no idea how to even, you watch a lot of hockey and you watch even hockey's chaos.
Right.
But basketball, we're setting up, especially with penalties. But you're in the stands and you don't know the game.
Oh.
It's like, look at them. How do they even know their own team? I mean, you got colors and
Yeah.
stuff. And so if he's coming down, just say we'll get rid of this ball because right through one of these cameras. If you're coming down
Yep.
and you see you want to take a shot, but he's here.
Right.
What would you do? Slow motion.
So
nobody,
how I would do it is, back up a little bit. How I would do it is I would set him up thinking I'm going to go left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a hesitation kind of step. This is one of my favorite dodges. I come here and I'm gonna plant right, go left, make him open up his hips. So as soon as I see him open up those hips,
right, yeah.
I'm switching back quickly and I'm going down this way. I'm attacking the right side.
But he ain't standing there.
No.
So what do you?
Right, so if he does that, so do that move.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
go back.
So,
So if I come here and he goes, I'm trying to get my stick
Right.
to the other side, opening my hips back up and running with him. So hopefully I can
so that
get
he
to here
can't.
with him.
Okay, so you're locking him up.
Yes.
And that's but you can try to get away.
yes.
Yes.
And in the meantime, if you're coming down and you're in the center, right?
Yeah, depends.
It depends. You can, and you want to take a shot. How would you take a shot if he's right there and you say, "Whoa, I can see some kind of opening and he's here"?
So, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create that distance, right? And then if I have I'm looking forward just a couple feet to get my hands free.
Okay.
And if I see him, but I see the goal,
Right.
I'm gonna shoot through him.
Right.
So I'm gonna release it here.
And that's how you're holding it.
Right.
You're not holding it with a.
No.
Do you ever?
Because you're trying to get that most,
whip. All right,
exactly.
yeah.
You're trying to get that because how you want to shoot the ball is you want to just pull
Everything.
through.
So notice the hip jog, all right? When we throw a punch or we throw any kind of kicks or hand attack,
Yep.
all your power comes.
Exactly.
Do it without a hip jog.
If I would do it without a hip, it would just
Yeah.
that.
And you lost all the power.
Exactly. No
so
power.
It's all the power from the hips, we call it.
Exactly.
And there's almost like a whip. It's
exactly.
yeah, and that's where your power. Now, do you practice when you guys are together? Do you practice coming in on him and he's got
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then you opposite?
Right.
Yeah. And you can take the ball right away from him.
Yep.
I can't. And we can't do too much in here because this ball go right through anything. But so I don't see how that ball comes out of there into that. But there's little methods.
Yeah, so there's specific checks you can throw. So like,
Right.
if I see Josh with his arm just like that, so go like that,
Yep.
like I'll come in here and hit it that way.
Oh, and it pops right out.
Right.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, so
There's a couple.
and isn't it what I thought I saw something where a guy scooped it or popped it right out of the?
Oh yeah. So that just right on the he would just literally chop right down.
Yeah.
Just
And it
like
comes
that.
out just
and
like
it comes
that.
right out, bounces, he'll grab it and go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just wow. So do you practice that back and forth, both
Oh,
of
yeah.
you?
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty good. Because you're with each other a lot.
Yeah.
You're rooming together at the campus there.
Yep.
All right. And we just go out in the back. And so, what do you practice every day?
Pretty
We try
much.
to, yeah.
Every day. And the basics first.
Yep.
Warming up, basics.
Yep,
Trying to hit the
passing,
goal.
catching, yep.
Get a goalie. The goalie must be shell shocked
Honestly.
Goalies are crazy.
Yeah.
because the goalie is the stick the same way. Or is it a
No,
bigger
so,
stick?
yeah, they have a bigger.
They got a big.
area.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the same.
It ain't that much bigger. Hey, then he went like this
Exactly.
big. Yeah, yeah.
It's the same. So it's the same shaft, right?
As
But
you
the
have.
Head, yep.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
And then the head is just much
Large.
more wider.
Okay. And they're are they more padded?
No, honestly, no.
Not
all
really. So they
is
have a harder chest protector.
Yeah. So if they get hit in the chest, it
Yeah.
won't affect their heart.
Cup.
Or anything.
Right.
Stuff like
right,
that, and then
right.
they have the neck.
Same
It
helmet.
atta- it
just a
attaches
neck
to the helmet.
attachment.
It's like
And
a neck thing. It
as,
protects their neck.
as I seen the helmet, a good shot to that helmet's going to knock them.
Oh, yeah.
Going to give them. I would think there'll be so much padding in there. So with
I
that.
broke a couple goalies' helmets before.
With the stick or
with the ball.
with the ball.
Shooting it just right at the head.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're not really shooting at their head. Oh, maybe.
Well, I
you
mean,
are.
sometimes if you
Just
want
to-
if you
just
want a
to rock
goalie to
him.
move, you gotta hit him in places where he doesn't like to be hit. So when you shoot the ball, he moves right away.
All right, so when he sees you coming back, so it's like you're Louis Tiant or you're a pitcher going, oh, you want to crowd the plate?
Yep,
Okay, I'll take it out.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Not many fights, I would imagine, or
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, we actually.
You'd be shocked.
Because
Yeah.
God, it's like hockey.
It is.
I look at it as like hockey, basketball, and soccer all melded into one.
Yep.
But crazy samurai guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so you always get the guy who's kind of dirty, playing
yeah.
a little dirty.
Yep.
And what's good is you're watching each other's back.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Always.
Fighting must be a major penalty.
Oh, you get suspended because you're in high school. You'll
That's
get
right.
suspended from a couple games.
For a couple of games, and
Yeah.
maybe depending on the
Exactly.
it doesn't matter. They're still fighting.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
got into a fight this year.
Yeah, we actually did. This year and last year.
As a whole team or one-on-one or
This year was a whole team.
Yeah.
those sticks got to leave your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no swinging the stick.
Yeah, it's honestly, if you get in a lacrosse fight, it can turn out to be just like a
Wrestling.
hockey fight.
Yeah.
All right.
Just because you grab each other's jerseys and
But you're leaving your helmet on if you can, right?
yeah.
You don't want to take the helmet off. And what? Were you grabbing his jersey and pulling it over his
You're
head?
trying. You're doing everything you can to win.
But then the coach is mad because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
out of the game, and that's.
Yep.
What do you? So this year you're playing for the freshmen,
Yep.
and you guys are on varsity.
Yes.
Playing for but you're still. Did they have a freshman team?
No,
No.
it's just one team.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got these big guys who've been playing for 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
And they're, what,
Trying to beat them up.
19, 20? 20-year-olds?
I think
22.
we have a couple fifth years on our team.
22, 23 years
22,
old.
yeah.
Full beards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Full-grown men.
You got to do the beard because these new guys, well, you guys don't have beards.
Exactly,
Look at
exactly.
kid.
Yep.
That's cool. So you're starting in February.
Yep.
But you're still practicing now, and you never stop practicing year round, right? What do you play catch every day and just
Just get the
just
hands
get-
loose
yeah,
and
get the
everything.
hands warm.
Keep them up.
and practice with your own net, just trying to get different
yeah.
corners and
Yep.
stuff. And when you're practicing as a team, is it more drills?
Oh yeah.
And-
Depends.
and-
So some days it'll be more drills, or we'll go more like 6v6, like game type stuff.
Right. Okay. And so the coach is having you. He's watching every move you make. Coaches know what he's doing, right? All the coaches. They stop you. You're yelling at you because you shouldn't have made that move.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's good because you have to have top of the line coaches that can see every little thing because that's going to make the difference between winning and losing down the road.
That's like our college coach. He actually coaches in the professionals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a defensive
Yeah.
professional coach.
Wow.
So he knows his stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
And-
don't want to make him angry.
No. Yeah. A big guy?
Oh,
No.
No.
not
You really
really.
don't have to be that big. I mean,
Right, just like
what
a
you
res-
guys
a
are 6 foot
respect
now.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, imagine if you're a real big guy, you're not going to move around and get the mobility,
Right.
even though you could.
Right.
But the chances are, being
Right.
thin, slender, and moving around
Right.
fast.
You definitely want to have some muscle mass on you though, because it definitely creates more.
Especially getting hit too.
Exactly. Getting
Yeah.
hit,
Yeah.
taking a shot creates more power, and being a defender, you
course.
can bully him out.
And they've got a whole regime of weightlifting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do this, and you
Full-
better go and
Yep, team lifts.
diet, or you're on your own diet.
You can choose a meal plan up there if you want to,
Right.
if the coach suggests that you
right,
should.
to gain.
Exactly, to
Right.
gain more weight
Yeah.
or yeah.
Because the big difference when you're coming down on a bigger guy or a short little guy, say myself or even shorter.
Right.
Right.
Well, you're gonna go right around him,
Yeah.
right through him.
You don't
Yeah.
want to get embarrassed.
Yeah, you can too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You've probably
it's
got.
not a lovely
So you've been
habits.
playing since you were 5, both of you.
Yep.
Wow, you've seen it all.
Oh yeah.
Then there is professional way up there. Ever think of professional?
When I was
we don't
younger.
know. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was young, I thought of it, but it's definitely a big step if you were to go that way. But
Yeah.
I think it just depends on what you want to do in the future.
Right.
Type deal.
And your team looks good this year.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Team looks really
It
good.
does really.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But every team says that.
Every team always says that.
Yeah, we look great. You can-
until their first game.
Everyone's
And
got a plan.
The
You
league
know, just get them
tough?
out.
Is it a tough league?
Yeah, our schedule's usually pretty tough.
Really? Yeah. And a lot of traveling, or are you
Yeah,
close?
in college.
yeah,
yeah.
farthest our farthest game this year is Maine, from Springfield.
Oh
to
no,
Maine.
that's 4 hours maybe.
Oh,
Oh yeah, on a
And
bus.
On a
what
bus.
about around this area? Not much, huh?
Keene,
An hour.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
2 hours.
That's tough. Because I know Springfield, that's a long ride. Well, it's a 2-hour ride from here, more
Exactly.
or less, right?
Yeah.
Depends how fast you go.
Exactly.
And you guys are on vacation now, on
Yep.
school break.
Yep.
And you practice every day. You have to practice every day?
Yeah, so we
Run?
have like a little group chat where you send in what you've done today.
Right, okay,
And-
cool.
And then we have a weightlifting app. So our weightlifting coach, we have our own weightlifting coach.
Right.
He'll put in what we have that day, and you have steps, and you can hit that you completed it
Okay.
and everything.
Cool. Wow. So you're ready.
Oh yeah.
You're ready. And the season goes to May, June?
May,
Early May.
early May.
Early
yeah.
May.
Yeah.
And that's it.
First few weeks of May, and then we'll come home for.
Summer leagues?
We'll try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll try to get into some summer.
So you
league.
keep
Us
it
and
together.
like-
You
right,
your
exactly,
summer
yeah.
league, you stay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is? You got each other's back, and you actually know how the other guy plays.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're getting the ball. You know, you stole the ball. Well, I know where Josh is going right now, right?
Exactly.
Is that how it
He
is?
does it to me all the time, and it's very aggravating because he knows where I'm gonna go. Because I always try to force myself to go right.
Right.
So
But that's good for him because
it
it's
is.
a pass.
It
yeah.
is, but for me, angry.
And the coach, what does he say? Does he ever say, all right, not everything to Josh? No.
No,
no.
they love us.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Well, of course. You guys are out of control. Look at that. And how many kids on a team, the whole roster?
I think we have
60.
Yeah, we're
Close to
close to
60.
60. A couple more than 60. Yeah, I think
60
close
kids?
to 65.
There's 18 freshmen
Yeah.
that they brought in this year.
Wow, I figured you have 25.
Oh,
We
have
did in high school. We
Yeah.
had 25 kids
Right,
on the team.
Drake it.
Right.
So 60, I mean, there's a lot of sitting down time.
Oh yeah.
It will be
You
this
gotta
year.
earn your playing time.
Yep.
Yeah. So more or less seniors getting the full throttle, or is whoever's faster and quicker and doing their job?
Whoever does what coach wants to do, you got to play in spot.
That is so cool. Well, that was the quick half hour. What did
Yeah,
I
that
say?
It
was
was
quick.
going to go quick.
From here, we're going right into a podcast. We're going to do an hour. So if you want to watch the podcast, it's DATV. You just Google into DATV podcast, USTS. You want to watch this show, DATV also. Just Google DATV and you can watch the show. It should be on in a couple of days. And get you back on after you guys get going with the season.
Definitely.
See how we're going.
Yeah.
All right? Because you're pretty cocky right now.
We're gonna become back different, man.
Yeah, I don't want you to
we
come
might
back
come back
like
with
this.
full
Yeah. Till next time, have fun and train hard.